gonna survive. My people, open your eyes. Wake up. Blessed love, this is Queen Omega representing for all lions and lionesses. With the lion's voice, we come to tell our story. Rastafari, live it. Hey, the lion's voice, Rastafari.
The time has come for lions to tell our own story. Yes, sir, you're listening to Lion's Voice. I is Dejazmatch hailing from the island of St. Croix. Yeah, I'm bringing to you Rastafari vibes. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Babylon born when Rasta come together. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Because Babylon done when I and I come together. Look how we live together, aya. Look how we work together, aya. Oh, Babylon done when Rasta come together. Hail I, Rastafari, His Majesty and Empressment and bless. Yeah man, hailing from St. Croix, Rastafari, I hear you.
Aye.
I have lost 2 houses over the last 18 years, burnt. And however, although those houses were burnt, all documentation pertaining to Rastafari remain. The whole house burned, but the documentation always remain on 2 or 3 pieces of board without burning.
The year is 1892, and the land of Ethiopia has been experiencing 4 years of terrible famine and drought. They call it the Kikuken, or the evil days. At least 1/3 of the human population and 90% of the cattle have died. The hyenas have feasted on so many carcasses that they have become overweight and barely able to move. Just when the people could take no more of the evil days, a woman named Wasiro Yeshimabe is giving birth in a place called Erjersa Gora. This is her 9th attempt to bring forth new life. Her previous 8 attempts only resulted in death. Will this child live? Thankfully, a healthy baby boy is born. His first cries are drowned by thunder and lightning flashes across the night sky. The heavens open up and torrential rain starts to fall. Ethiopia's drought is over, and the baby boy is given the name Tafari, meaning one to be feared or respected. Tafari's father, Ras Makonnen, is a very important man in 1892 Ethiopia. Although he is overjoyed at the birth of his newborn son, he cannot spend much time with him. Ras Makonnen is the governor of Harar and must get back to the famous walled city to deal with its affairs. Furthermore, he is the foreign minister of Ethiopia, and having traveled to different places in Europe, he is very aware of the material and military advances they have made and the looming threats they pose to his country. Ras Makonnen knows that the majority of Ethiopians have no idea what is coming, and that he has to work that much harder to secure the realm. Tafari would grow up to become the legendary emperor, Haile Selassie I. To understand his journey, we must first understand the Ethiopia that he was inheriting, and what it was like when he was born in 1892. Get your copy of Kwasi Bansu's book, Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1, The Rise of the Priestly Warrior Kings, and increase your knowledge about the history, politics, and culture of Ethiopia in 1892, and how it connects to the rest of African and world history at the time. Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia, Volume 1 is available for purchase at www.bookmanexpress.pub. Please visit for more information.
I want to just say we have a very special guest, and today is a very special day. This episode will be airing April 18th, which commemorates His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I's visit to Trinidad. There's also H.I.M and Queen Earthstrong. So I am not available for the live broadcast as we would usually do on a Thursday night tonight. But I couldn't just leave the day and we don't have nothing. So I made sure we got a very special guest, my Trinidad and Tobago family already from them see the screen, them smiling because this is a pillar in Trinidad and Tobago. Rastafari family is one of our great elders who is administrating, bringing that unity, being a bridge, not just for Rastafari, but in the Pan-African community, well known in circles of the Pan-African family, ladies and gentlemen, lion and lionesses, brethren and sistren, help I with a warm welcome, I Lion Pride, for Honorable Bongo Grease, Rastafari blessings, Bongo Grease.
Yes, I give thanks, royal salutation to each and everyone. Welcome to this program, Lion Talk, Rastafari voice, because it is essential at this point in time that Rastafari bring forward their history, to the younger one, to the babes and suckling. So we give thanks to the brethren for this progressive works that, as now the brethren are doing, So glory to word, glory to song, glory to the power of the ever-living I. Haile Selassie I, and Empress Menenai.
Right.
Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, said Kadamawi Haile Selassie I, Rastafari, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, said the Most High, Haile Selassie I, King Rastafari, Almighty. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that be not partakers of her sins, and that he receive not her plagues.
Serious.
Haile Selassie I, King Rastafari, yarding out of Babylon. So we give thanks today, Rastafari.
I recognize that as Revelation 18.
18:4.
Yes, and very relevant. We're going to talk about repatriation. We cannot have an elder of the eye, qualification, and we don't touch on repatriation. But I want the eye to step into the Lion Talk time machine. I want the eye to take us forward to the eye birth and just tell the people where was the eye born, and give us, a history of the eye journey to Rastafari.
Yes, King Rastafari. Well, a journey, I journey. I, Bongo Grease, better known as, Glenroy Halls, Rastafari name, Dr. Ali Mantado. However, my home name is Bongo Grease, Aka Bongo Grease. I was born on the 23rd of July, 1959.
Okay.
Selassie I, Rastafari.
So,
yeah, so the lion in me from birth, So at the age of 7 coming up, and my parents taking me to the visit of His Majesty in 1966, had already inspired I towards, greater achievements within the consciousness, black consciousness within myself, And so it is that, I man grew and grew as a youth, always, my mother, my mother was an indigenous person. My mom was indigenous. So my mom always had a particular love for, one's cultural identity. And all Rasta man in Trinidad know that my mother did love Rasta the most. Really love.
What part of Trinidad were you born in?
South Trinidad. I was born in South Trinidad. Okay. And once you're a Rasta man and you come home with me, your meal sure. If my mother is going up the road and my mother see the police brutalizing you, my mother is going to get into that and war the police and go to the station before your parents reach and make sure that everything is okay with you. So, I had that from there, from very young, as an individual coming up to me. But one of my goals as a youth, I've always been a librarian from young. I'm like an accountant. When I say an accountant, nothing in terms of cultural works, Rastafari works. I would throw away. I have lost 2 houses over the last 18 years, burnt. And however, although those houses were burnt, all documentation pertaining to Rastafari remain. The whole house burned, but the documentation always remain on 2 or 3 pieces of board without burning.
Haile.
Well, for unto us a son was born and a child was given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called the Wonderful Counselor, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Them call him Rastafari. When he was born, rain fall from the sky. Them call him Rastafari. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. They call him Rastafari. The lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Them call him Rastafari. Read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Then born near the city of Harar, the inspiration for Bob Marley's guitar. People crowd him like some big superstar. It no matter if England or Cote d'Ivoire, no matter if you're brown or black like Qatar. Haile Selassie I end all tribal war. Time fi gather Mount Zion, fi drive solar car from the car straight to Zanzibar. Who we are, the sons of Rastafari. When he was born, rain fall from the sky. Rastafari. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. Then Rastafari. The lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Then Rastafari. Read the Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Royal governor from the age of 13 years. Leave the palace, fi go back in a school with him peers. He's the head without fear, he's one to be revered. When them call his name, then the heathen scare. Plus the priest concerned, and him teachers concerned. Cause all this little youth want fi do is just learn. But he wait his turn, till him turn the Dejazmatch. The people rejoice when him crown as the Rasta call him Rastafari. When he was born, rain fall from the sky. Then Rastafari. When he was grown in airplanes he fly. Then Rastafari. The lion break the chain, weep not, don't cry. Then Rastafari. Read your Revelation chapter 5 verse 5. Well, Rasta call a meeting with all him general. Them say him funeral a come, and him have something fi tell them. Him say, we fight together since the days of Adawa. Him say, protect my son and help him unite Africa. Well, him generals, them start cry when them hear this sound. Them say your wishes are command and bow down to the ground. When him funeral they come, it shock the whole town. Fi see this little youth, him have a army surround. They call him